Hey everyone, Gabby here, and in this video we will be covering Canvas's gradebook. There's 5 things that we're going to cover. The first one is the overall look and feel of the gradebook view. The second one is the filters we can use in our gradebook. The third one is how to search for students. The fourth one is grading codes. And the fifth one is individual view. So let's get started by going into a course. On the left-hand side, once you're in your course, you'll notice your grades tab on the left-hand side. This will take you to your gradebook. Once I'm in my gradebook, I can see all of my students on the left-hand side, and then I can see all of the assignments and discussions that I have in my gradebook. Now, if I want to switch the view of my gradebook, I click on the View menu in the center. And I can change how it's ordered. So currently, it's an alphabetical order by student name, which is the default order. But I can switch that up and go by assignment name, or I can go by due date, oldest to newest. This is a pretty popular one if you're pretty on top of grading, so that you don't have to scroll so far to the right to get to your most recent item to grade. So for example, if I click due date, newest to oldest, then the last items that I need to grade are going to end up all the way over here on the right side instead of on the left. So this can eliminate a couple of seconds in your grading and in your time if you organize it by the most recent due date, and you would see all of your students that have turned in their most recent assignments. I can also arrange by points, lowest to highest or highest to lowest, or I can view it by modules. So if I view it by module, first to last, then I will just see all of the assignments that are in module 1 together, module 2 together, and module 3 together. This can be kind of helpful because most of the time we're grading things based off of the module, if that's how we organized our course. So you can see how they did in that module and then go on to the next one. I can also use the drop-down menu where it says all modules and just go to a specific module, and that will be the only one that shows up. So when I click Amazing Assignments module, I see Assignment 5, Reflection 5. When I go to Canvas as your communication hub, I see Reflection 3, Assignment 3. So it coincides with what specifically is in that module. Okay, now I can go to filters. I can filter my gradebook by assignment groups or modules. I can filter it by status and see all of the things that are late, missing, resubmitted, dropped, or excused. I can also view the notes or unpublished assignments. So currently, let me click out, I can see the notes of these students, but if I uncheck notes, that column will go away. So I like to have it open so that I can take notes as needed for my students that I need to keep track of. Then unpublished assignments would be if I have an assignment that I haven't yet published so my students could see, I could hide those from my gradebook or not. So that's another option. Okay, the next thing is how to search for students. So there is a search bar up at the top right of your gradebook. And this is where I could search for a student by typing their last name. And then I can click their name and see how they're doing. The fourth item that we're going to go over is the grading code. So you can see in this course, there's lots of check marks. And if it was anything else but a check mark, if I click on the specific area of that check mark, a downward arrow or caret appears, and I can click the green check, which means it's complete. I can click the X, which means that it's incomplete. I can label it as ungraded or label it as excused. As soon as if I were to click ungraded, the words ungraded would go in that box. Same for excused. you would see the written word excused, whereas complete and incomplete are the check and the X. Okay, and then the last thing is the individual view. So when you click on a student's name, it will pop up a snapshot of how they're doing in your class. So you can see their grade, you can see the last time they logged in, missing and late assignments, and then how they did on any of these assignments right here. And when you hover over the bar, it tells you what assignment it is. If you want to message your student, you can click on the envelope icon and message them directly and say, hey, I've noticed you have 2 missing assignments. Is there anything you need from me or support to get those completed? And when you're done looking at that student, you can click the X and go on to the next one. Okay, that wraps up this video on Canvas's gradebook. So we covered the overall look and view feel of the gradebook. We covered how to search for a student, how to see individual students' overall success in your course. I hope this has been helpful for you and that you've been able to see some of the benefits and the different workflow that the gradebook can provide and help boost your productivity as needed, depending on how you want to go about grading your assignments for your students.